Hello everyone, and welcome to my presentation about why our modern understanding of ancient building techniques disproves the construction of the Egyptian pyramids by extraterrestrial beings. Or put simply, why these funny green men didn't build the pyramids. First off, what exactly are the pyramids of Giza? These pyramids are ancient megastructures built roughly 4,000 years ago over a 20-year period in the Giza region of Egypt. This is near Cairo. This collection of structures would have required an intense understanding of maths, organization, and science, which many people refuse to believe the ancient Egyptians had. This leads us to why people seem to insist that aliens built the pyramid. Drumroll please. The reason is racism. Wait, what? To think about any conspiracy theories you may have heard about the ancient world and aliens. What do they all have in common? That's right, they involve non-white civilizations who were able to construct magnificent megastructures. So how did an outlandish theory like this even emerge? Why can't people just admit that ancient civilizations were way more advanced than we'd like to think? Or at least create somewhat of a coherent opposition that isn't just aliens? The whole idea of ancient aliens in Egypt is a very, very new concept, being only about 60 years old. And it was first described in the 1968 book Chariots of the Gods, written partially in prison by a Swiss petty criminal and radical Christian, before being rewritten by the ex-editor of the Nazi newspaper. Oh no, this is not a great combination for creating ideas about non-white civilization. Hopefully no American TV channel picks this up 40 years later and creates a 250 episode long, 20 season spanning crackpot conspiracy show about how aliens constructed everything you know and love. Oh god damn it. While Chariots of the Gods got the ball rolling on the idea of ancient aliens, and especially the idea that they built the pyramids, it was a TV show, Ancient Aliens, go figure, that made this ball roll faster and faster to the point that it ended up in the mainstream. To summarize the show, it's like if you put every drunk uncle from Christmas dinner parties in a single room to talk about their insane theories, acting like everything they say is a solid fact. The episode of the show that explores the concept of aliens in the Giza pyramids the most is Season 13, Episode 7, titled Earth Station Egypt. The TLDR of this episode is that the pyramids were built 12,000 years ago by Enoch, yes, that Enoch from the Bible. Yes, they cite the Bible in a quote-unquote scientific show. After he ascended to the stars and talked to the grand god alien who gave him the knowledge to build the pyramids. But 10,000 years ago, humanity had disgraced God so much that he sent down an asteroid to wipe out his mistakes in a giant flood, which is why there are fossils of sea creatures in the pyramid stones, because it was underwater. Also, the pyramid, it was built by humans, but with ancient alien technology and knowledge, and existed as a power generator, either as a water pump or a machine that turned Earth's power into pure energy. What was this energy used for? Well, the Egyptians had traveled through space and time. This is an unbelievably stupid theory that relies on almost no valid arguments, no reliable arguments, no accurate information. It cites the Bible, it cites auto erosion patterns on the pyramids, and there are no other reasons for why this could be possible. Let's get into that actually. The main argument that people seem to bring up for the age of the pyramids is the erosion rate of the limestone shell of the exterior of the pyramids. However, we know today that in 1303 a massive earthquake hit Cairo, which shattered the outer layer of the pyramids, which is a refined limestone, which was a very expensive commodity at the time. And in 1356, a sultan named Nasir al-Din Hassan began to use more of the limestone from the pyramids to construct his palaces and decorate mosques in nearby Cairo. Now for the underwater part, and how there are fossils of sea creatures in there, this is some of the dumbest things I've ever heard. The pyramids are built of limestone blocks. Limestone is a sedimentary rock. Fossils form mostly in sedimentary rock. Do you see the pattern here? Do you see the fact that the fossils may have been there? And another fun argument is the fact that people say, okay, well, this pyramid's location is the exact speed of light to 7 decimal places in its coordinates. If you were to get somewhere to 7 decimal places in a coordinate, it would be like pointing at Wall-E on the page of a Where's Wall-E book from outer space. It is unbelievably insane. So the coordinates of the pyramids could be anything around that number. So how did the Egyptians actually build the pyramids? And when? Today we understand the technology the Egyptians had available to them at the time, such as pulley systems and early crane systems that relied on levers. Using a combination of the technologies, the Egyptians would have easily been able to lift multi-ton blocks up to great distances without the help of any aliens. We even have records by our friend Maria at the time, a man responsible for overseeing some of the transport of the limestone blocks to the pyramids from a quarry. He details how they would sail them down the river, which explains the transportation. He also makes reference to the Pharaoh Khufu's half-brother at the time, confirming that the construction of the pyramids definitely took place around Pharaoh Khufu's reign. This find confirms our understanding of when the pyramids were built, how they got the blocks there, and alongside our understanding of Egyptian technology at the time, we can gauge how the Egyptians would have likely lifted the blocks up the pyramids. In conclusion, the evidence that we have covered about ancient Egypt paints a faint but readable picture of how the ancient Egyptians would have constructed the pyramids, where in contrast, the most evidence we have for aliens is odd erosion patterns, strange coincidences, and insane conspiracy theories. Thanks for watching. Oh, and one word of advice before I go. Don't watch Ancient Aliens. It is so mind-numbing that I've probably lost 65 years of my life. Which leaves me with, 1 second.